you read from here. Up to 74, from 71 to 74, they are about Keval Kumbhaka. English translation of those verses.
So the verses are 71, 72, 73 and 74 from Hatha Yoga Pradipika, and this is chapter 3. 4:2. Considering Puraka filling, Richaka expelling, and Kumbhaka confining, pranayama is of 3 kinds, but considering it accompanied by Puraka and Richaka, and without this it is of 2 kinds only, i.e. Sahita with and Kevala alone.
Kevala means alone.
Alone. Verse 72. Exercise in Sahita should be continued till success in Kevala is gained. This later is simply confining the air with ease, without Richaka and Puraka.
You see, continuing the practice of all Sahit Kumbhaks mentioned,
Right.
till a stage is reached when Sahit means with inhalation and exhalation stops, then it becomes right, Keval Kumbhaka, only retention.
Verse 73. In the practice of Kevala Pranayama, when it can be performed successfully without Richaka and Puraka, then it is called Kevala Kumbhaka. Again, reiteration.
Now Patanjali has given a sutra that without the previous 2 is the 4th pranayama. He may not have used Keval, but it means the same.
Right. And the verse 74. There is nothing in the 3 worlds which may be difficult to obtain for him, who is able to keep the air confined according to pleasure by means of Keval Kumbhaka. According to your will, you can confine it.
Yes. So then he has nothing which he cannot achieve in the world.
That's what you were saying, Samadhi stage, right?
He can achieve everything, but he doesn't want to achieve anything in the world. Why should he achieve at all?
That's amazing.
What?
This is the 2nd chapter, verses 71 through 74 of Hatha Yoga Pradipika. Guruji, I wanted to also ask you that in this book, Hatha Yoga Pradipika, Swami Atmarama is saying that the only purpose of Hatha Yoga Vidya is for the purpose of Raja Yoga.
To Raja Yoga. Bhakti Yoga by itself is not an end. Because end of Bhakti Yoga, as I told, is reaching the state of pratyahara, forgetting the outer world, and start seeing the cinema inside. That is Raja Yoga. Interesting is Raja Yoga. But to make the instrument fit for seeing that film is Hatha Yoga. So laborious yoga is Hatha Yoga. Raja Yoga is enjoyable. But not shortcut and not sport. Pass through horror films, comedy films, but enjoy. Film is film.
Guruji, may I ask you one question? Some people would sometimes ask, who told you that Raja Yoga mentioned in Hatha Yoga Pradipika is the same yoga which is described by Patanjali? How do we understand it?
It is the same. Because Patanjali has mentioned that this is first chapter, that this talks about samadhi only. Yogas chitta vritti nirodha. So it is beyond pratyahara yoga. But he has explained dharana and dhyan properly in the third chapter. And in the third chapter he says, what is dharana? Deshabandha chittasya dharana. Fix your mind on pranic energy concentrated in different centers of the body, as I told from big toe. Then dharana begins, because then your attention is not going out. You are only within, but yet not concentrated. By lifting the prana through dharana, through all these 18 major centers, you reach frontal region, then it becomes technically dhyan, which we want to start today. Everybody wants to do dhyan. Chinese people want to do chan. Japanese people want to do zen. But that is too far. Yes, this is a path leading to it. But don't think it will come tomorrow. And then tomorrow if you don't, then you will be day after. Then you will be tired very soon. And that's how people live it. But nobody wants to start from alphabet, A, B, C, D, right? We learn and get degrees after starting from alphabet. But in yoga, there is exception. Nobody wants to start with alphabet. Everybody wants straight away to enter the PhD class. How can anyone succeed that way? So, many people ask, many people are many people. And Muniji is Muniji. You have to decide
Muniji.
who speaks truth and who speaks with experience. I will not teach or speak anything which I have not experienced. When I have not experienced, I will definitely tell that even I want to achieve this, but I am sure, confident that one day I will achieve, because I am going on the right path and because I have the key to it. The key, I am not boasting of myself, because the key has come from a master who is supreme, and I have seen him and talked to him and received his grace, so I am confident.
We are also confident you're going to help us.
Yes.
May I also ask another question to clarify about Hatha Yoga Pradipika? When Swami Atmarama says, I am only giving it for the sake of achieving Raja Yoga,
Yes.
but then on later text he is saying there is no Hatha without Raja, and there is no Raja without Hatha,
Yes.
as if they kind of like simultaneously go hand by hand.
Yes. Raj Yoga also is for purification of mind. So when you practice Hatha Yoga, do you put aside your mind? We are some total. Raj Yoga is the field of non-physical body. When you enter pratyahara, you are not with your physical body. Your total consciousness is linked with the subtle body inside, but then you are still in the body. But you are going within, you see. So it's a very curious experience, but without experience, theoretically you will not understand. That is why it is considered dying while alive.
Oh.
These are esoteric words used by the mystics. Dying before the death. What is that dying? That you forget the awareness of this physical self, but you are still inside with the subtle body, your own subtle body. Then you know that this body is nothing. I have another body. So even if this body dies, I am alive. That is dying while alive. In our bhajans, so many saints have said, मरने से पहले मर जावे वही जगत में जीता. He is victorious in this world who dies before the death comes. He is victorious. It shows this pratyahara.
But not suicide.
Not suicide. He again can come and become extrovert consciousness. So he is not dead, but he has experienced the process of death. So he is then not afraid of death. He is confident that this body is useless. Even if this body is not there, I am going to remain. That is, the life is continuity. Christianity has to still understand this.
So do I understand correctly that when I eat before...
That is why in India we have a tradition that this corpse, if it is so unimportant and no necessity of it, then burn it. Why should it add the pollution? But you preserve it. That is preserving pollutions. And cemetery is if so many people come and die, entire world will be cemetery only. There won't be any space without cemetery. Every human being born, he needs 6 by 4 feet land. So multiply and find the dimension of the world. Earth is already a symmetry in that way, but we are burying one over the other. Symmetry is symmetry, but we dispose everybody in 8 by 8 place, 8 feet by 8 feet. Whole village will go from there. Body will be burnt there, in that area only.
Very well, so true.
Yes, because we don't bother about physical body then. Once you live, till your soul was in it, it utilized the body for whatever purpose, good or bad. Then once the soul leaves it, what is the use of it? It is just like one save and throw it, use and throw away. So our evaluation of body is use and throw away.
So do I understand correctly, there is no hatha without raja, meaning I use my subtle body to practice the hatha yoga techniques.
Yes.
And there is
And then subtle body also proves useless by experience, because then you are in the causal body. But when you are in causal body, it is samadhi. When you are in subtle body, beginning of pratyahara, then dharana, dhyana, everything in the subtle body. But when your consciousness is totally with causal body, then subtle body also is use and throw away. And then with causal body it is samadhi. But sabid samadhi, savitopa samadhi, sampragnat samadhi. And subtle body, causal body also is thrown away. Then you say, oh, now I am self, Atman, that is self-realization, It can't just come with closing eyes and opening, which we normally, a man thinks that, oh, I must visualize my soul. Process is meditation, this sadhana, but it is not a small pool, swimming pool that we can cross and go to the other end quickly. This is a big ocean, much bigger than our 7 oceans. And you have to just swim, no aid, no boat. How much vigor and stamina you have. So, stamina, prana, fuel is needed.
Guruji, one more question about Kriya Yoga mentioned in the 2nd chapter of Kriya Yoga, or Yoga Sutras. Is it that Kriya Yoga, we cannot equate it with Hatha Yoga Pradipika, with Hatha Yoga? It's different Kriya Yoga.
Kriya is just endeavor, trying. Activity, Kriya, activity. But what? It doesn't say asana, pranayama, it says tap, swadhyaya, ishva pranidhana. Tap, as I told you, begins with pranayama. So, again pranapasana. And next step is swadhyaya. Many people translate is swadhyaya is self-study. Means read good scriptures and books. That's not swadhyaya. There are 2 words, swa, adhyayam is swadhyaya. Swa means self, spirit. Adhyayam, study of the spirit. Not to be done outside, but as I told you, in the subtle body, sit, go within. Yet you won't find the spirit. All films are there, comedy, horror and all that, but your interest is there. Ultimate goal is to find the spirit. Then you will be led to causal body, samadhi, and then you realize the spirit. But when you go into the causal body, so adhyayam begins. You are nearer only to the spirit then. Only last covering of the causal body remains. Inside is the spirit. 2 other seeds you threw away. Outer, inner, middle, and now you are closer to this. And then once you see it, it is realization. Then adhyayam stops, study stops. When you get the degree, why should you again go to college and attend the class? So adhyayam goes on, study goes on till you receive the certificate. So till you visualize the spirit directly, direct perception of spirit. That is self-realization. Then adhyayam stops. But then what happens? 3rd, Ishwar Pranidhana. Now you know your spirit, but now you don't know the Supreme Spirit, God. And worship of God, Ishwar Pranidhana. Their real bhakti begins, you see. That the spirit searches the Supreme Spirit now. And as he reaches God, then God says, oh, most welcome, you are not different from me. Then we understand, oh, my spirit and Supreme Spirit, we are the same. I was unnecessarily feeling myself different from him. Then he merges into it. It is God realization. Then what else is needed to be realized? Nothing. And then a yogi says, Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi. I am the ultimate reality, Brahma. That is God realization. Ayam Atma Brahma. Another sentence. This Atma, spirit, is itself Brahma. These are the Upanishadic statements. They are the statements when you reach that realization. You have not to speak, but you will experience that statement.
So this actually means the highest realizations in this way, Kriya Yoga.
Yeah. So Kriya Yoga is not simple. It can take you to this. That's what they mention. But for taking you through this Kriya Yoga path, these are the 8 steps, Yam, Niyam, Asana, that's sadhana path. This sadhana is prescribed. But what Patanjali has defined there as asana pranayama, it is the highest state of that limb.
Because some people say that in second sutra, Patanjali also saying that Kriya Yoga is only minimizing kleshas, sufferings,
Yes,
not like full.
Ultimate idea is clashes what are creating distractions in our relationship with God. What are the clashes? Avidya, ignorance. No sooner we are encased in a body, the same soul within it is a spark of the Supreme Soul. It is omniscient, omnipresent and omnipotent, like Supreme Soul. But no sooner it is covered by the sheath, it loses its ability, capacity. Is there, but he forgets it. His realization is gone. Then he starts feeling, I am this body, and that is his limitation. So it becomes a person with limited awareness. Spirit inside is completely all-knowing, but through these sheaths, we become ignorant. So these sheaths are the curtains which we must remove one by one. And in order to remove curtain, what exercise you have to do is at your in order to remove first curtain of gross body, Hatha Yoga. Then you reach Pratyahara, Hatha Yoga is over. Now you remove the curtain over the subtle body through Pratyahara, Dharana and Dhyana, inside cinema. And then after removing that, one more curtain remains, and that should be removed by Samadhi, Sabit Samadhi. When that is removed and you realize the spirit, then you are in Nirbid Samadhi, the highest Samadhi. And then for God realization, Nirbid Samadhi starts.
So this Kriya Yoga leads the person to Nirbij Samadhi. And then Nirbij Samadhi is final.
Yes. And when you reach the Nirbid Samadhi, simultaneously you also get divine body. These are not different things. At each level, you can describe one thing, parallel you get the other thing too. What siddhis come after pratyahara and in what stage of dharana, what comes, everything Patanjali has given in the 3rd chapter. He says, what is dharana, what is dhyana, what is samadhi? Then he says, trayam ekatra sayam. All the three together is sayam. And by applying sayam on this object, you realize this thing. On this, you realize this thing. On this, you realize this thing. So they are all siddhis, but how they are attained, he has given that technique there. So that is vibhuti path, the path of the miraculous powers. And then Kaivalya, fourth chapter is Kaivalya only.
Creation of the bodies.
Yes. So Patanjali is not wrong, but everything cannot be given in one book. Yoga is such big, you see. Unless you have real understanding of all these scriptures together, you will never understand mentally what is yoga, intellectually. But only intellect also can never interpret it in a proper way without supporting experience. I am also making clarification of all this kind on support of the experience.
Guruji, these tapas, vadhyaya, antishvara, pranidhan, are they the same as niyams mentioned also by Patanjali, or they are, in terms of Kriya Yoga, different from the niyamas, like this shaucha,
Yam niyam,
santosh?
you see, even yam niyam, all these are limbs and limbs of samadhi. Mere reading this aphorism doesn't suffice. Read it with the commentary of sage Vyas given on it. Modern translators, they don't give importance to the commentary of Vyas. Sage Vyas is one who has classified Vedas, one who has written all Puranas, one who has written Mahabharata, one who has written Vedanta, Brahmamimamsa. So he has given all the basic scriptures. Now, if you avoid his commentary, only he can understand Patanjali's aphorism properly. So, first aphorism is, here I present the discipline of yoga. Atha yoganu shasanam. Atha means every book begins. Here I begin to present this. And every Sanskrit book ends with iti. At the end they say iti, that's all. So atha is beginning, iti is end in any Sanskrit literature. So the word atha is just a beginning word. Yoga anusasana, two words more. Atha, yoga, anusasana. So yoga is yoga, anusasana is discipline. Here I present the discipline of yoga, that is first sutra of Patanjali. Is there any comment required on this?
Seemingly everything is clear.
Clear? No, not clear. This is the trouble. So scholars say this and go ahead. But Vyas has not proceeded further. He has commented. Atha is beginning. Anusasana is discipline. But I want to say something of yoga. So he says only two words, yoga, samadhi. Here the word yoga means samadhi. Now if you say that Patanjali talks about yoga, you can also say Patanjali talks about samadhi. nothing less. And when he says, Yogangani, Ashta Yogangani, 8 limbs of yoga, means 8 limbs of samadhi. So Yam is a limb of samadhi, Yam, Niyam is limb of samadhi, Asana is limb of samadhi. Now as a limb what it means, Patanjali has said there, that in samadhi, asana will be thira, sukham, asana. Till then you have to practice Atyogasana. And then he says about asana, three aphorisms are on asana. Atta, sthira, sukham, asana. When you sit totally steady, and that steadiness I explained you once, that it is like a stool, wooden stool. It is only wooden matter, not conscious matter, nothing alive, dead matter. If you kick a stool, what will happen? The stool will tumble. But if you kick a live being, what will happen? He will not tumble, at the most he will do like this, then again he will come to the original state. And abuse you, why do you kick me? The stool doesn't speak, and stool of its own will not come to the same equilibrium state. That is the difference between dead matter and live person. So when you say that your asana is now thir, then I will test by kicking your body and see what happens. If you tumble like a stool, I will say, oh, yes, you have now mastered asana. And then I will believe that it is not only stable but must be sukhpurvak, means comfortable. Because when you are not feeling the body, you are not aware of your body, naturally there will not be any pain in regard to body. But no sooner you open your eye and start quarreling with me, why did you kick me? It is not sukhpurvak. You didn't feel happiness by my kick. Then you become still dukhamasana. You become unhappy, miserable. You felt the pain of it. So then he says, the next aphorism, how it is achieved. Then he says, prayatna saithilya ananta samapatti vyam. Prayatna, effort. Saithilya, no effort. It should be effortless steadiness. Then you have not to make effort at all. Keep the spine straight and this. So you are conscious of your body. How are you meditating? Your consciousness is busy keeping your body straight, steady. So your attention is in the body. How can you be mindless? So it's compulsory. Here prayatna said no effort is required. It is because when your consciousness leaves the physical body and becomes one with the subtle body, that is natural steadiness of the body, because then it becomes like a wooden stool. Prayatna saithilya. Anant. Anant means Sheshnag, the cobra on which Vishnu is lying. And what is Kundalini? People say serpent power. Many people say Patanjali has not mentioned Kundalini. I say you have not understood them, Patanjali. Anant means cobra, on which cobra with 7 hoods. You have seen cobra, 1 hooded. Have you seen 2 hooded? This is 7 hooded. So that Lord, the God, universal soul, universal being, rests on the bed of seven-headed cobra. That is his Kundalini. So our Kundalini also must be having at least one hook, like a cobra. So that is why Kundalini is called serpentine power. And it's not wrong. Have you read my book, Yoga Experiences?
Yes.
I have given a chapter on Kundalini. In the very first paragraph I have explained this. Sheshnag, Anand, is the residual energy of Lord. Kundalini is the residual energy of our soul. And now Kundalini can be awakened only with the help of prana. And once awakened, it has a different effect. Then your higher yoga begins. And I also mentioned my experience of Kundalini. Mind, that is only my first year of experience. That yoga experience is part one, is first year of my experience. Now I am writing a book, 42 years of experience. And now 43. But I am not, with all that, I am not running out in search of people. I am within these four poles, but people are searching me. I am not going to throw away my energy because my goal is divine body. My goal is never attaining something and then start open your own business and shop. Such a person will never succeed in this yoga that I am practicing. It is this the and complete real yoga. So therein I have mentioned first paragraph about what is Kundalini. So Anant means cobra, on which Lord lies. Ananta Samapatti Vyam. Now here it is not Dhyan. Samapatti. And Patanjali has explained in the first chapter that how this Samadhi begins. Yoga Samadhi. So there are four Samapatis within Samadhi. And those four Samapatis together form only Sabid Samadhi, not Nirbid. So there are four mentioned. Vitark, Vichar, Anand, Asmita, Samapatti. Vitark Samapatti. With Vitarks, so call it Sa-Vitark. Sa means with. Then in Vitark, Vyas in his commentary has explained that it can be two types. Sa-Vitarka and Nirvitarka. In Vitarka, with and without. In the next Vichar, he has explained there can be two types, Sa-Vichar, Nir-Vichar, so four. Sanan, only one. With, there is no without. So five. And Asmita is Sa-Asmita, not without. So six. So though he has given four Samapattis, Vyas says virtually it will be 6. So in vichar and vitark there are 2, with, without. So you have to cross these 6 levels of samapatti, and when you reach the 6th, complete the 6th level, he says, tatra sabit samadhi, there you attain sabit samadhi. Rutambara pragnascha, the wisdom pool of truth, at the end of that sabit samadhi. After the 6th samapatti. That means it's a yoga of knowledge, jnana yoga. So karma yoga, jnana yoga, bhakti yoga, which Gita teaches is not different. It is this. Lord Krishna has given a stanza in Gita. Nahi pavitram न ज्ञानेन सदृशम पवित्रम इह विद्यते. There is nothing more pious and pure except knowledge in this world. And then in the second line he says in the stanza, so Swayam Yoga Sansiddha, it automatically is generated out of the yogic practice. Kalena Atmanivindati. In course of time, the knowledge comes from Atman straight away. Reading books is okay. Jnana Yoga, real Jnana knowledge comes from within. What comes from outside world is nothing but ignorance. I ask some people, what is it, how much you have studied? He says, oh, I got this degree, this degree, this degree. I said, oh, you have collected a lot of ignorance. Because knowledge of the outer world and outer degrees are ignorance. Real knowledge is within. So unless you rise to that level, even knowledge will not come. Then, secondly, he says, how do you know that you have now got this real knowledge from within? So he says, sarva dehesu, sarva dvaresu dehesmin prakasha upajayate gnanam yada tada vidya vivruddhe sattvam ityutaha. What it means? Sarva dvaresu, from all doors. Dehesmin, of this body. From all the doors of this body, prakasha upajayate, light emanates. That means the body, your own body, you will see full of light. That is subtle body. Gross body doesn't have light. But when you remove the gross body, there will be light. Bulb is glowing. If you put a dark covering over it, light is there, but you can't see. During wartime, it is said blackout. So all your glass windows, you put black paint. So that is your gross body. Light is there in the subtle body, but because of this black color over it, you can't see that light. Now if you become one with your subtle body, naturally you will see the light of the body. But light of the body like this, through the ground glass. Formerly, in earlier days, we used to get, even today you might be getting, bulbs with transparent glass over it. So you can see the filaments glowing in it. Light is not of the bulb, filaments is the light. But because of the transparent covering, we could see it. So subtle body is like a transparent covering. But still, covering is not so transparent. It is of a ground glass. Ground glass, you don't see the filaments. With transparent glass, you can see. Now, straight away, if you see this filament and be one with it, that is your causal body. But filament is still made up of wire. So wire glows. But what is the real energy which makes it glow? Electricity. That you can't see. But electricity is the real power. That is God. And the filament is you. You are glowing. So
by His energy.
yes, but in order to go to God, you have to feel Him, realize Him. Then beyond energy, nothing. You have to be only one with Him. The end. It is so simple, but it is very difficult to go through that process. Very long process, arduous process. So Hatha Yoga only removes your black curtain and then your body glows. So you understand, so it says, Sarva Dvareshu Dehasmin Prakasha Upjayate. From all doors of this body, when you see light coming, then understand that Gnanam Yada Tada Vidya. That know that now you are receiving real knowledge from inside. And at the same time also understand that Sattvam Vivrude Ityam. At that time understand that now Sattva Guna is prominent in you. So Rajas and Tamas, when are destroyed, then we see our body full of light. Till the Rajas and Tamas are there,
consciousness stays
gross,
in the body.
yes, our consciousness will remain with gross body. So practice of Yen Niyam at our level is useful for reducing our Rajas and Tamas to begin with. But Patanjali's Yam Niyam is not what we understand. Patanjali says that here Ahimsa means Ahimsa Pratishtha Yam Tat Sannidho Ver Tyaga. When you, in Samadhi, when you mastered Ahimsa, at that time even a lion or a tiger or a ferocious animal or even your enemy who has come to kill you with a weapon in hand, his weapon will fall from his hand. And a tiger will also bow before you and sit quietly. Is it possible for us to show this?
Go to ride.
Yes, in circus, the ringmaster does it for some time. But sometimes he also has difficulty. Many circus masters have been killed by the animal if it becomes ferocious. You see. But here, without any hunter or anything in hand, everybody is tamed. That is ahimsa, satya. And he says that this truth need not be supported by karma. Means the yogi speaks and that happens. So how can he be wrong at all in this world ever? Power of blessing. So it be. And he will be true. So that is satya. Then asteya. Asteya means non-stealing. Generally we translate. Yes, word steya means stealing. Asteya means non-stealing. That you should not steal anybody's goods or property or anything. You say, oh, we are good people, we have never done that. But Patanjali doesn't say so. Patanjali says, Asteya patishtayam sarva ratna upasthanam. A yogi just thinks, and all jewels, all money, gold, whatever he thinks about, it is heaped in front of him. Why should he go for stealing? We can't steal, but by contemplation we can't have a heap of gold. You know an example of Gorakshanath? He was a disciple of Matsyendranath. He was a Siddha yogi. Goraksha Samhita is there, you study, like at Yoga Pradipika, there is Goraksha Samhita also. So that Gorakshanath, his guru, had not yet reached complete stage, and in between he thought of becoming helpful to the people, as Sergei wants to do. So he went out in the Eastern Indian region. It is called Kamrudesh. And then he fell in love with the queen of that kingdom. Married with her, had a child. Somebody told Gorakshanath, you are searching where your guru is, he is there. He has succumbed to the charms of a woman. He said, oh, is it? I must go and relieve him from that. So Gorakshanath goes there. And he says, oh Guruji, what have you done? So he says, I realized my mistake, but now how to come out of this, you see? I'm much involved. He said, no, Guruji, leave overnight. So one day in midnight, Gorakshanath and Matsyendranath left the place. But while leaving, because he was living lavishly with a queen, a lot of treasure was there. So Matsyendranath thought, let me take some gold seals with me. Maybe it will be useful when required. Now you see, a yogi now tempted with money too. Fall is fall. Calm, low, then growth, anger, everything comes. Lust, greed, anger. So he took this, but he didn't tell Gorakshanath. But he has his own bed, one extra piece of clothes, and this gold tablets. So they were traveling. So Gorakshanath said, Guruji, you are aged man, give this, your bag with me, I will leave my bag and your bag together. I am young and strong, so that you can walk at ease. He said, no. He thought Goraksh should not know that I have taken the tablets and gold. But Gorakshanath had come Siddha, he knew that Guru is not ready to part with this also. at night, one way in the jungle, they had to spend the night. So Gorakshnath said, Guruji, you are tired, so you sleep, and I keep a watch, because this is forest, and if some animal comes, and so I will guard. So I said, okay. Gorakshnath had become Siddha, so he had no sleep also, no hunger, no thirst. He had gone beyond. He had become a complete yogi. Look, a disciple advanced over his guru. So Matsyendranath slept, but he thought, what about the bag? So he kept it as pillow. So Gorakshnath was watching. Guruji doesn't separate his bag from himself. But in sound sleep, when he just changed the side, his head was removed from the bed and he put his hand underneath as a pillow. So Gorakshnath slowly took the bag, opened, and saw the tablets. So he kept the clothes, he took the tablets, and some distance he found a well, water well. He threw all the gold pieces inside. And again silently kept the bag beside. He said, in the morning, Matsyendranath got up. He said, oh, I slept well. Then next day again they started traveling further. Then Gorakshnath said, Guruji, give this bag to me. You are unnecessarily carrying. He said, no. He said, Guruji, the risk which was inside, I have removed. He said, don't worry, give the bag to me. She said, what do you mean? He said, you had some gold pieces inside your bag. He said, how did you know? He said, I saw it. He said, oh, I kept it because it may be useful to us for future. Anytime we need something. So I said, oh, Guruji, you didn't teach me that in meditation you require gold. We are renunciates and we don't need all these things. He said, but you don't know this world. Sometimes it can be useful. So he said, then don't worry, you are relieved of that burden. I have thrown the gold pieces into the well. He said, oh, you threw away? You don't know the value of it. It was so much valuable. It was pure gold. He said, oh Guruji, why are you hankering for gold? He said, no, Goraksh, you have done a wrong thing. You should have at least asked me what to do with this. He said, it was my mistake, I should have asked you, but now what to do? But Guru wanted, all day he was worried about this and he told so much, rebuked Gorakshnath, he just listened. Then at one place they stopped for some rest, because walking all day is some fatigue in between. So what Gorakshnath did, Matsyendranath sat under a tree, under the shade, leaning against the trunk of the tree. Gorakshnath said, Guruji, just come in 1 minute. You wanted to make water, yes. Is it the same sign everywhere in the world?
No, it's only in India.
In India, the student will get up in the class, sir. Sir will say, okay, go. That means for urination. So Gorakshnath said, Guruji, 1 minute. He went. A big boulder was lying. So Gorakshnath urinated on that boulder.
The stone.
It was not very far from there. Then he came back and said, Guruji, I have thrown few tablets into the water and I know that your mind is much perturbed by that. Collect as much gold you need from this. Stone had become golden. Means pure gold. Urination of a realized yogi can convert a stone into gold. Looking at miracle, Matsyendranath was surprised. What did you, how did you do? Guruji, it is your grace. By your grace I have practiced yoga and I have done this. That his tube light started. His Guru, Matsyendranath. Oh, Guru, I made a mistake. I unnecessarily fell trapped into that woman's love and I must now only do sadhana. Then Matsyendranath also became a Siddha. This is Guru and disciple story in Nath Sampradaya. But at that time, they are not interested in showing it to the world, all these things. If somewhere again world is revived in your mind one way, it's a certain sign of downfall. Then you forget and become just ordinary person. So Matsyendranath had to try again. He knew, but he was capable. He did it. Gorakhnath, Matsyendranath, Jalandharnath, 84 Siddhas in a span of nearly 5 centuries.
So many.
That means the real key and real sadhaks available to that lineage. That is lineage of Nath. And last Siddha was Dhyaneswar. You know Jnaneshwari Gita. Comment of Jnaneshwar on Gita. In his commentary on 6th chapter, on the stanzas number 14, 15, 16, he has absolutely described all this yoga and up to divine body. In Jnaneshwari Gita. So, karma, jnana, bhakti, everything. Nothing can be isolated because human being has head, heart, hands. Karma, jnana, bhakti. Karma, body, hand. We perform karmas with the help of hand, legs, speech, karmendriyas. We gain knowledge through jnanendriyas. Head, heart, emotion, bhakti, devotion. Nothing is separate. So it is tap is karma. Swadhyaya is jnana. Ishwar pranidhana is devotion, bhakti. That is kriya yoga. So don't differentiate Patanjali and Krishna and Gita and yoga. Everything is one, but practice and then understand. Half-hearted scholars can never teach you. It is not their field. This is spiritual field. Unless you have made some progress on the spiritual field yourself, you can never really understand the scriptures. That is why we have a saying that for learning anything, go to a guru. Or yogic books will say, all scriptures will say. But modern science teaches you are master. Why should you go to somebody else? So it makes us more egoistic than humble. This path first become humble. Arjuna asks Krishna in Gita, where do I get this knowledge from if it is so pious and holy? And you say it comes from within, when the body is seen with full of light. So Krishna says, if you want to learn this knowledge, go to the Guru. Tadviddhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya updekshanti te gnanam gnaninas tattvadarshina. Go to a Guru who is jnani, knowledgeable by experience, who has gained this knowledge from within. Tattvadarshina, he is not only said jnani, also the ones who has realized the ultimate element, the spirit, that is Tattvadarshi.
Sees truth.
Yes. So when he has got this knowledge from within, out of darshan of the ultimate truth, go to him. And then what he has to do? Tadviddhi, know that, pranipatena, fall at his feet. Ashtang, Sashtang Dandvat Pranam, he said. And we lie down on the floor and sa, with Asht, 8 Anga, body, limbs of body. Sashtang means all 8 limbs of the body. Dandvat, dand is stick. Stick, if you throw, it lies. So you lie like a stick, jastikasana. Jastika is stick. We have jastikasana. Lying like a stick. Dandvat pranam. Sashtang dandvat pranam. Bow, surrender to your Guru. Tadviddhi pranipatim, that is one word, pranipat. And pariprasnena, as you are all asking me questions, prashna is question. Pariprashna is question arising out of jigyasa, real
Curiosity.
urge for going on the path. Question can be asked in order to measure a level of Guru. What does Guru know? Then we will decide whether he really knows or not. It is not pariprashna, it is examination, test. It is no test. Disciple says, Guruji, I don't know anything, I am zero. My slate is clean. Teach me. What is this? What is this? What is this? Then Guru will teach. So do pariprashna, not prashna. Pariprashna. Or real aspiration you are asking with humbleness in order just to clarity of your mind. And then sevaya, service. Guru will not be immediately pleased. In order to please him, serve him. Sergey is taking off my sandals, putting on my sandals when I get up. I know it's a flattery. Flattery is pleased, even God is pleased with flattery. He said, Kusamat khuda ko bhi pyari hai. In Hindi it is said, flattery even pleases God. So I am a human being. It's a small seva, but a seva of service to the Guru. So Krishna learns all this, huh? So nothing can be deducted. All these 3 things you do, updekshanti te gnanam, then that Guru will give you some lessons how to proceed. That's what Krishna told Arjuna. Krishna himself was incarnation of God, but he didn't say that only learn from me. He showed the need of going to a Guru. And Arjuna's Guru was Dhaumya, Guru upon us. So when they had to go into the forest for 14 years because they lost the kingdom in gambling, Pandavas asked Dauna, "O sage, so far we had to run the administration of a big kingdom. Now in forest we have nothing to do, how to pass time for the whole day. Kindly guide us, we will do according to your advice." So he says, "Okay, now you have free time. So don't be sorry of what is happening. Perhaps God has decided to give you time for sadhana. So you begin your day with the practice of pranayama. You read Mahabharata. Bhumi told Pandavas to do pranayama. It means they must have practiced for 14 years in the forest. It is prana sadhana. Scriptures have to be really understood in this light. You see, I am talking about only prana, but I am taking reference of all these books and what is where. Unless I have made deeper study of it, how can I tell you all these things? Books are many, but they are all useless. If you burn out those things also, there is no problem. Only preserve those 7-8 pages of Patanjali, and yoga is preserved. And in order to explain those 7 pages, how many books are available on Patanjali? Everybody talks. They swear by the name of Patanjali and teach something which is not Patanjali at all. Even Patanjali will be unhappy to read all those things. That in his name such a thing is going on in this world. Patanjali and the comments of Vyas. Only that can throw real light on this. And then Guru, who is experienced, he can guide. I also learned from my Guru. I learned other things from the universities. But this I learned from my Guru. Sadhana and knowledge. How it comes, and then experience teaches you further. Then you refer to the scriptures and things will be clear. No scripture is wrong. But everything is not in one scripture, so don't stick to one also. The same thing is said in different books, at different places. And if you can bring all together, things will be very clear. So, what did the clock say?
12:27.
QD. 12:30 and Kundan will bring my lunch. And your lunch is awaiting you.
Guruji, thank you very much. It was immense amount of mercy you showered on us today. I'm even afraid to think what's gonna happen tomorrow. But I hope.
That's good.
Thank you very much. Shri Satguru Deva ki